Good afternoon. How are you, my crafty friends? I hope you're having a great day today. It's a beautiful day here in Markham, and the sun is shining and it's mild, and you can't ask for much more than that. Okay, so I just wanted to say hello. I'm just popping on for a while. My name is Judy Menlove. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Markham, Ontario, Canada. And if you're popping on, please say hello. And if you're watching the replay, again, please say hi. So let me see, what do I have today? Okay, this came. Finally, I got my new catalog. I can't show you anything on the inside yet because it doesn't go live till May 1st. But there are lots and lots of goodies in here. So, let me just see if I can get this to show up on my iPad so I can see your comments. I'm a little confused. Well, hello, Jean. You're on your cruise. You're going to watch me while you're cruising? And I'm looking at my phone right now, and it's like so bright. I don't know. It's not normally this bright, so I don't know what's going on. But anyways, all right. So let me just see if I can get this to show up on my iPad. So just bear with me a minute. And there I am. Okay. Oh, and he's talking to me too. I don't want him to talk to me. There we go. Okay. All right. So I didn't post anything about what I was going to do today. It's just been one of those days. And anyways, so then I remembered, I didn't even post it. I was going to go live. So I just posted it all of a sudden an hour ago. And anyway, so what I'm going to do today is I've got a bunch of products that are retiring. And so it's retiring and gold is my theme today. Okay, so let me get that out of there. The only announcement I have is that the retired list, last chance products is going strong. Lots of products have disappeared already. Also, since I actually was going to show you some of the retired products, yeah, they're gone. So if there's anything you want, you better get them soon because stuff is flying out the doors. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do it anyways. So maybe you already have this product, hopefully. And I'm going to turn the camera down and get started. I'm a little flustered today. I just got off the phone with Rogers, who is our local internet and TV provider. And we're still on cable. And anyways, to stay on cable because they're trying to weed everybody off onto the fiber optics. And so it'll be run on the internet. And I didn't want to do that. So we've been fighting for 3 years. But this time, if we don't go to run the TV off the internet, then it's going up $80. So we decided, okay, then we'll try the internet. And we'll see what happens. I will keep you posted on that. All right, hang on a minute. Let me turn this down. So anyways, I have the catalog. If you need one, let me know. And I can put one in the mail to you. I guess I need to turn that the other way. You don't want to look at the light, eh? Okay, how's that? That pretty good? All right. Okay, so move that over a little bit. All right, so what do I have today? I'm using some gold paper. I have all this here. I really don't have a theme per se other than some gold. Okay, so I've got a piece of pretty peacock here. And it's scored at 4 1/4 and it's cut at 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. And I'm just gonna fold that over. Give it a nice crease. I don't know, I look a little, I don't know, it just kind of looks off today with the camera. Okay, and then I've got a piece of gold that measures 5 1/4 by 4. So I'm just going to put that over there like that. And I am using this little piece here that I punched out. So you're not going to see this. So why use another piece of the gold foil paper? It's very pricey, right? So I just cut it out of this. And then this paper, I already forgot what this paper, I cleaned up and now I don't even know what paper that was from. Oh, that is from the Forever Love paper, and that is also retiring. So if you like this paper, you can order it, but it will be gone the end of the month. So this piece measures 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. So it's just of 1/8 of an inch smaller than the gold. So I'm just going to adhere that. I've got some, these are easy cards too, guys. So I'm just going to do that. It's going to go around there like that. And I don't know which way this goes. I don't think it really matters. So we'll just put that on there like that. I need to be up a little bit higher. There we go. Well, just move that. And there we go. No, still needs to be moved. There. That's good. Okay, then I've got some pretty peacock ribbon somewhere. Where did it go? Here it is, over here. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay, so I'm just going to cut a piece of this. And I'm just going to put it down here like that. Ugh. Okay, this was just kind of clipped on, so it's a little twisted, and I probably cut it too short. Yeah, you know, some days just don't work well for me. Okay, so I'm actually just going to use some glue dots here, and I might take a pick tool. Okay. So we're just going to put a glue dot here and put that on there like that. And then we'll put a glue dot on the other end. Maybe right there. And then I'm just going to cut this part off because the ribbon's kind of too long. Okay, I'll just fold that over there like that. Hello, Shirley. Hello, Rose. Thank you for joining me today. All right, and then I'm going to take this piece that I cut off, and I'm just going to slide it under here, and I'm just going to tie it once, like that. So it kind of looks like a bow a little bit, but it's not really a bow, but it's much easier to do than a bow. So that's why I did it, because I like easy things. Which way do I want to cut this? I think I'm going to cut it this way. All right. Okay. So now I'm just going to take this and glue this on. Again, I'm letting all the designer series paper do all the work here. And we'll just glue that on there like that. Okay, and then I've got a piece I cut out in the gold and a little piece I cut out in the white. And I used my Stylish Shapes for that. And again, if you don't have these dies, I can't recommend them enough. I use them constantly. Okay, so these are the Stylish Shapes. You get these circles and squares and these banners. So I use them quite a bit. So I'm going to take this little piece here. I'm going to take a sentiment from the Zany Zoo. I'm going to use a Happy Birthday to You. So this is on clearance. It's on retirement. So if you're interested in this, the dies are actually on sale. So the bundle, you save 10%, but actually because the dies are on sale, it's cheaper to buy the dies and the stamp set separately. Okay. And this was a phenomenal stamp set and dies that I've used quite a bit. So again, it's still available and it's leaving soon, but just wanted to let you know about that. Okay, so we're going to stamp this up in the Pretty Peacock. So just ink it up. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And we'll stamp it. Happy birthday to you. See? And if you use this, you belong in a zoo. Okay. This is what happens when I have crazy days. I get crazy myself. Crazy busy days make me crazy. Okay, and I'm just going to adhere that on that. Now you have to hold this for a minute because it's the gold metallic, so it's a little bit slippery. So you just kind of have to hang on to it for a minute. Let it dry for just a minute. All right, and then I'm just going to take a couple of dimensionals. Da, da, da. No, I didn't want 3. I only wanted 2. There we go. And we'll just peel the backs off. Maybe. There we go. And I'm just going to put that right there. Happy birthday to you. Simple, easy peasy card. And then I've got some petal pink and pretty peacock foil gems. These are carried forward. So these are not being retired. And I'm just going to take some of these. And I'll just put one up there. And put one down here. And, you know, I'm just going to put these 2 together. And then another one there. Like that. And there's one card. But it's so pretty. It's so elegant with the gold. Okay. Let me get this stuff out of the way. And we will continue with card number 2. Okay. Card number 2. All right. What have I got? What have I got in here besides a mess? All right. All right, so this is Moody Mauve. Actually, you know what? I have to tell you this story. I was watching someone from the U.S. Talk about this color, and she kept calling it Moody Mauve. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, you're driving me. It was actually driving me nuts. So if you don't have the DSP gene, you can still order it. Anyway, so she kept calling it Moody Mauve and Moody Mauve. So then I got to thinking, well, maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. Maybe it's not mauve. Maybe it's mauve. So I Googled it, and what I found out was that Americans pronounce it mauve, but Canadians pronounce it mauve. No, I got that backwards. Okay, Canadians pronounce it mauve, but Americans pronounce it mauve. So who knew? Who knew? I didn't. I was very surprised. So she wasn't annoying me then as much as she was originally, because she was pronouncing it right in her country. I thought it was kind of weird, that's all. Mauve and mauve. Who knew? All right, so what have I got here? This paper is also from the, whatever that paper was. Oh, Forever Love. Yeah, okay. So I've got a piece of gold, 5 3/8 by 3. And I've cut 1 1/4 inches off of here. Okay. So I'm going to glue that on there. And then I have a piece of the DSP that's 5 1/4 by 2 7/8. And we're going to glue that on there. And then I have a piece of the gold metallic paper that's 5 3/8 by 1. We'll put that there. And then this paper is also the same. The Forever Love, and this is 5 1/4 by 7/8 of an inch. So let's see, I think I will glue this on here first. Let's try that. See how that works. Okay. And we're just going to kind of put that in the middle. And again, I'll just have to hold it for a second, because like I said, it's slippery. And I'm going to glue this one onto here. So let's put some glue on. And we'll glue that on there. And just a little bit of showing of the gold. I love quick and easy cards where you can, you know, just let the designer series paper do the work for you. And the gold, I love the gold in this paper. It just looks so, so elegant. Okay, and then we're just going to glue this on. Da, 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 da. Yeah, so again, I don't know if I said this. So it was 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and then I just cut 1 1/4 inches off of there. So that's gonna go on there like that. Can't really see the end though. I don't know where the end is. There we go. I have to hold this up so I can see. It was blending in with the rest of the card. I couldn't see where it ended. Okay, so that's just got a little bit of the Moody Mauve over there. Okay, and then we're just gonna adhere this one over here. So we'll put some glue on that. So anybody who watches me on a regular basis knows that this is one of my favorite cards, just to cut the edge off like that. And let me see. That looks pretty good. I wanted to line it up as best I could. Okay. And then I have, what do I have then? All right, so I've got this piece of the gold that I cut out and a piece of white. And for that, I use the Thoughtful Expressions and use these. Unfortunately, they have discontinued this and it is sold out. So again, it was there when I started and it's not now. What can I say? And I didn't have time to redo all my cards. So, okay. So this one, I'm using a sentiment from the, I don't know why I'm telling you this, the season of Chic. And it is wishing you the best birthday ever. This is also on the retiring list and it's sold out. The dies are still available, but the stamp set is gone. Okay, now what I found very interesting, I'm using my wild wheat, and I watched somebody the other day and they said, this is the closest thing you can find to gold without embossing. So I thought I would give it a shot, and we'll see. We'll see. So we're going to ink that up. And I actually did try embossing this, but I think the font was too small. Actually, I don't really like that one. Let me try again. The font was too small and it didn't emboss very well. So that's why I decided I would try and stamp it. Yes. All right. So this is kind of what it looks like after it dries. It takes a few minutes for it to dry, but you can see that even though the wild wheat is probably my least favorite color and out of the 55 or 60 colors that we have. But it does kind of go with the gold. So, all right, I like this one better. So I'm just going to glue this on. So if you wanted some gold but didn't want to emboss, then you can use the wild wheat. And again, I just have to hold this for a minute. Okay. And we're going to pop that up. Here's my dimensionals. Okay. So I'm going to put that there. So I'm just going to put a couple of dimensionals there at the end. And then I'm going to put one over on that side. And that way I know that my tag will not hang over. My dimensionals won't hang over. If I put the dimensionals on here, then I'm liable to get it too far over. So that's why I put them there. Okay. There we go. And then I have, So my inside piece is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. Okay. And I'm not going to bother to glue that in, but you can see how that would go. Okay. Then I've got some festive pearls. These are also retiring. And to be honest with you, I forgot to check to see if these were still available. So I don't know whether they are or not, but they are on the retiring list. Festive pearls. So we're just going to throw some of the gold ones on. You can see all I've actually used is the gold. I think that one silver one I'm missing actually just kind of fell off and disappeared into who knows where. Into Never Never Land, as sometimes they are known to do. And then I'll just put one more down there. All right, and so that's card number 2. Love the gold. Okay. And then last but not least, we have, where's my other card? Oh, yeah. So I bought these and never used them, as per usual. I'm always buying stuff and never using it. So these are the gold foiled flowers cards and envelopes. All right, so I have to show you these because they're just beautiful. Okay, so this is the card, which I have 2 here. And then it just folds in half. So you've got the back that's pretty like that, and the front, or you could cut it in half and glue it onto a piece of cardstock, and then you'd have twice as many. So it's up to you. And then the envelopes, I have to show you these envelopes. They're so pretty. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so these are still available. And these are, again, the gold foiled flowers, cards, and envelopes. Okay, and you get, I think you get 10. Yeah, 10 cards, 10 envelopes. So if you cut them in half, you would have 20 cards, but you only have 10 envelopes. But really, doesn't matter. You can still put on a piece of cardstock and mail it without the pretty envelope. Okay, so I'm going to have to get rid of some of this stuff here. Move it up a little bit. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to dry brush some ink onto this. So I've got a scrap piece of paper here. I know I can dry brush on I can blend the ink on my glass mat, but I choose not to. So I'm using Azure Afternoon, and we're just going to ink this up. These are my blending brushes. And I'm just gonna start off the page a little bit and then just blend. Okay. Just give it a little bit of color. Doesn't need a lot. Oh yeah, although if you want to put a lot on, you could. It's up to you. It's your card. That's what I always say to people. It's your card. You can do whatever you want with it. No 2 cards are ever the same, so yeah, so we're just going to kind of smooth this on. You could leave it the way it is, but I just wanted to show you some other things you can do with it, that's all. And I'm hurrying, so it might be a little bit streaky, because I'm not taking as much time as I normally would. Like there's a little blob there. But that's okay. That's okay. So yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous here yesterday and today. Oh, it's going to rain all day tomorrow. But yesterday and today have been beautiful. Don't even need it. Yesterday we didn't even need a coat. It was so warm. Today the wind is quite cool. So you need some sort of sweater or something. Oh, okay, so now one side's darker than the other. So I'm going to have to put a little bit more over here to kind of smooth it out a little bit. And it's not going to be perfectly even all the way around. Well, at least not when I do it. It might be when you do it, but not when I do it. There. That's pretty good. It's got a little too much right there. So let me see if I can just darken it up a little bit more here to make it a little more even. Okay, and you're going to get ink on you too, okay, see? So, all right, I'm going to close that up. And then I'm just going to take a tissue because it's still, the ink, it does not penetrate that much. So I'm going to wipe this down a little bit. And you can see how it comes off. So then I can play with it without getting ink all over me. So just wipe that all off. All right, see how it comes off? All right, get that out of the way. All right, so where are my little pieces now? Bear with me, they're here somewhere. Maybe it was an azure afternoon I used, I don't know. Okay, so again, I've got these same two pieces that are from that Thoughtful Expressions. That is no longer available. Who knew? Who knew all this stuff would sell out? I should have known better. Okay. I'm just having a little bit of a, yeah. Where's my mat gone? Here he is. All right. So, sorry guys, I'm really just not really with it today, obviously. Okay, so I'm using from a stamp set called Around the Bend. I'm going to use the hello there. This is retiring, but I just looked and it's still available. Well, as of 20 minutes ago anyways. And I'm going to emboss this one. So I'm going to ink it up in the Versamark. And I have to use my little embossing buddy first, which I forgot to get. So this little embossing buddy just kind of gets the fingerprints off it and static and stuff, so that the embossing powder won't stick where you don't want it to stick. Okay. All right, so I inked this up in the Versamark, and then I'm going to stamp it. Move that up there so you can see. Okay, and then I'm going to take my gold embossing powder. And I don't know if you can see that where it says hello there. No, because I can't even see it. So, and then we're just going to put the embossing powder on, which you can't see because I'm off camera. Anyways, I just kind of put it on. And I'm just going to flick it a little bit. And it doesn't look like my T stamped. Or maybe I just didn't get any embossing powder on it. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay, so I've got a little bit of embossing powder there. So if I had, oh, you know what, maybe I'll try this little guy here. A little paintbrush, you can kind of flick it off. I'm just going to try that. There. That looks pretty good. Okay, so let me just close this up because I don't want it to fly everywhere. And I have, I'm looking for something, but of course I can't find it. So here it is. Okay, this is just, I don't know where I got this from. This is just, yeah, I don't even know where I got it from. Anyways, it's got a clip on it. I don't want to burn myself, so I'm just going to clip it here and hold it down here. All right, so this is the heat tool. So excuse the noise. I'm just going to wait for it to get hot for a second. And then you'll be able to see it melt in a minute, hopefully. And it's not very clear, is it? All right, can you see it melting there? I'll show you that. I know, it really is blurry there. You can see it's all melting. The hello is melting. All right. And once it's melted, we're good to go. Okay. So I'm just going to glue this on to the gold piece. You know, the one thing about the metallic paper is that if you get glue on it, you can't wipe it off. So I think I might have a little too much glue here. So I'm just going to make sure that I take it all off. Because normally you can kind of wipe it off, but it will mark on any type of metallic paper. So I'm trying to figure out how this goes. Guess it goes like that. Guess it's going to be a little crooked. And we'll just hold that there for a second or two. Okay, and then I have, I've got the gold and silver 1/8 of an inch trim combo pack, and I'm going to use the gold. So I'm going to turn that upside down. And I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal. Which way do I want that to go? That. And then I'm just going to stick some on like that. And want some of this. So I just want to see which way I want it to go. Oh no, I smudged all this. I guess it wasn't dry. I missed the E. Look at that. Okay, you know what's gonna, you realize I have to do it all over again now, right? Now, and of course I don't have any more. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna assume that I did that because I don't. So make sure, don't do what I do, okay? Do what I say and make sure that it's all melted before you stop the embossing. I can't believe that. Well, let me see what I can do with that. Yeah, do as I do. Do as I say, not as I do. I cut extra pieces of everything except this. Why is that, eh? All right. This is only because I'm live on TV. All right, hold on, because we're going to have to do this again. Because I'm not happy, and I have to be happy. So we're going to get the gold foil paper. And we're going to cut a piece of that out. So talk amongst yourselves. And I'll just cut that out with the cut and emboss machine. There we go. We have that one. And then I need a piece of basic white. And I'll just cut a piece of that out. And we'll try again. You know, if at first you don't succeed, and sometimes you don't, as you are witness to. Oh, don't you hate it when things just don't go your way? All right, let's try this again. There's my little embossing buddy here. Okay, so put that on there. Put that over there. We'll stamp them up again. All right. Hello there. Let's hope this time it works, because if it doesn't work this time, I quit. Okay. Actually, I think I should put the embossing powder on first. It's over here. Okay. Now, I don't want to touch it where I have stamped it. Again, I'm just going to put it on. I want to make sure it's really covered well. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, so we'll just clip that on there so I don't burn myself. That's the only reason I do it, is because the heat gun gets very hot and the paper gets very hot, and I don't want to burn myself. All right, let's try this one more time. All right, maybe you can see better again too. So we'll put this on there. Takes a minute for it to heat up. There you go. Now my hello is going. All shiny. Am I there? All right. Looks good this time. I didn't actually check it that well, but you know what? It's going to do it again for another second, because it still looks like it's coming off. I want to make sure that it's really done now. I don't know, for some reason it's not adhering that well. Okay, anyways, where's my little gold piece? So we'll glue that onto there. And hopefully this one will work. If I could just get the glue to come out. There we go. Okay, let's try again. I don't know, I can't get that on there right. There we go. Anyways, you get the idea. That's about all I can tell you right now is the idea, because for some reason this didn't work. This one didn't seem to work either. Yeah, it kind of smudged here. And I don't know why. Anyways, okay, so we'll put the, I'll just keep going and find my ribbon again. Where is my ribbon here? Okay. Sorry about that, people. I'm just going to add some of this tape runner. Oh. And I'm just going to put, just kind of have it go on an angle. So it's just going to come up, and I'm just going to fold it a little bit and have it come back down. And then fold back up again. Have it come up like that. And then I'm just going to cut it. Like that. All right. And that one got twisted too, but that's okay. All right, and I need my dimensionals, wherever there may be. I have no idea where they are. All I can find are my little ones. Okay, dimensionals, where are you? There you are. I found them. They were hiding. All right. And then we'll put the dimensionals on. And I usually use a couple of extra ones to adhere to the ribbon, just to help keep it all in place. And hopefully my thing will still be on. Oops. Okay, that wasn't quite the way I wanted it. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is. And just pop that on there like that. And I'm not going to add anything else on because I think that's fine. This is actually what it's supposed to look like. This one just didn't turn out that well for some reason because I was on camera. But anyway, so that's, yeah, this one all melted fines. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, that's it. So get rid of this. Oh, dear me. That's what happens, right? So I will just use this one here because that's what it's supposed to look like. And then these are the other two. I don't know. I feel like I'm really trapped here. I feel like it's all really close. There we go. All right. So those are the 3 cards today. And I'm sorry that last card didn't turn out very well. What can I say? Sometimes stuff just happens, right? Okay. Excuse me, now I'm going to lose my voice. So thank you so much for watching today. And I will see you here next week. Maybe. I'm not sure if I'm going to be on next week or not. So I will let you know as the week goes on. All right. Take care. Have a great week. And we'll talk to you soon. Okay. Bye-bye.